I'm about to show you how I made an extra $300 this month doing absolutely nothing with one of my favorite AI tools. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to clickbait you here, so I'm gonna tell you right now that there is some setup time required to get the ball rolling. But after I did that, I'm not exaggerating when I say I've done zilch, nada, not a damn thing except watch the money roll in. So what's this AI tool I'm talking about? It's ElevenLabs. And if you've watched any of my other videos about this tool, hold the phone, because you haven't seen anything yet. In those other videos, I've showed you how to use ElevenLabs to narrate your stories, and even how to create your own AI voice clone. But did you know that you can actually make your professional voice clone public on ElevenLabs' platform and sell it to other users? Yup, that's right. You're seeing my voice clone sales data on the screen right now. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can set yourself up for the same kind of success. Make sure you watch this entire video, though, because I know that every single thing I'm about to share with you put together is what made this work. It's not one thing or another, it's the whole package. You're going to learn how to select a show-stopping sample, how to stand out from the crowd with a unique tagline, and most importantly, how to record high-quality audio that ElevenLabs users won't be able to resist. And FYI, as a professional audiobook narrator with over 2,000 five-star ratings on Audible, I think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to recording audio. I wrote a book about it too. See? I know my stuff. But before we dive into the nitty-gritty of how you can record your own professional-sounding audio, I want to share my experience with selling my voice on ElevenLabs so far. This screenshot is from day one. Now, I know it doesn't look like much, but I've tried many a money-making scheme online, and this is the fastest I've ever seen results. I was so excited I sent this image to my husband, but the day wasn't over yet. As you can see here, I went on to make a couple more bucks that same day. Like I said, this was within 24 hours of ElevenLabs approving my voice clone for use in their public library. The best part is that I don't even have to cash out my earnings. ElevenLabs pays me automatically every Thursday, and the money goes right into my bank account without any transaction fees. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let me show you how I set up my voice. This is the easy part, and it's actually the last step in the process. But I'm showing you this now so you'll understand why it's so important to set up your voice correctly from the start. This is my professional voice clone, Nova Ray Sylvan. I made the decision to give her a fictional name so that fans of my human narration wouldn't be confused or disappointed with any AI narration posing under the same name. Even if you don't have a professional voiceover brand, you may still want to give your voice clone a pseudonym to protect your identity. But really, it's up to you. I'm sure some professionals choose to use their real names. Now, you'll be asked to fill out some of this information while you're creating your professional voice clone, but you can also change any of this afterwards, too, by coming over here and clicking the Edit button. Before I created my voice clone, I noticed that there wasn't a single New York accent in all of the ElevenLabs library. That's why I made sure to include "from New York" in my tagline. Most of us have unique regional accents, and you should lean into what's unique about your own voice. You can do a quick search in the voice library to see if your accent is available yet or not. But odds are you'll stand out more if you lean into what makes your voice unique rather than trying to hide behind general terms like American accent, for example. There are already hundreds of voices available to use on ElevenLabs under this description. So my entire tagline is Pro Audiobook Narrator from New York. And so, in addition to flaunting my native accent, I'm also sharing what style of voiceover my clone was trained on. So if you plan on reading audiobooks, you'll want to use similar keywords. But if you want your voice clone to be used for, let's say, a conversational podcast instead, you'll want to record a voice that's more casual speaking than an over-the-top character performance. So make sure you're putting some thought into what kind of voiceover you'll be creating. And you only get to create one professional voice clone per account, so make it count. Once my basic voice details were set up, I went over here to voice sharing, and then I toggled the sharing switch to share my voice. Now, don't worry, this doesn't happen automatically because ElevenLabs still has to approve your voice for it to go public. So you've got time to sort out all these other details before you submit it for approval. But what this does is give you a link that you can share with your friends up here. I'm not sure what exactly this looks like for you because my voice is already approved and public. You can see up here that over 200 users have already saved my voice. But I imagine you'll have to activate this Discovery in Voice Library toggle in order to submit your voice to ElevenLabs for approval. If you don't see this toggle on your screen, look for something similar that will allow you to make your voice public. First things first, though. Head down here to Library Options, because the most important setting you'll want to change is this one right here. Make sure you switch this toggle at the top to Enable Financial Rewards. Otherwise, you'll receive ElevenLabs credits instead of cash. Next, you're going to want to set your notice period to 90 days. This is the lowest notice period you can choose to receive the maximum financial reward. Of course, make sure to read the fine print, but basically this notice period is the amount of time users have to continue using your voice should you decide to delete it from the public library in the future. The next setting is probably set to the default rate, but you're going to want to change this to custom rate so that you'll be able to set the max amount of 20 cents per 1,000 characters. Well, you can set your price to whatever you want, but this is what I set mine to. You can hover over the info button here to read more about live moderation, but I left this setting alone to make sure it wouldn't be more difficult for users to use my voice. Now, for the custom voice preview dropdown, you'll be able to select from all the recent generations you've created with this voice. You've got to choose a short sample that's between 70 and 150 characters. As you can see, I regenerated my sample many times to get it just right. I recommend you do the same to get your own voice preview sounding as good as it can get. This is pretty much the only shot you have to stand out as a high-quality option for users previewing your voice, so make it count. And if you want to learn some tips and tricks to get your generation sounding spot on, take a look at this video right up here. Okay, so now we've covered how to craft a tagline that'll stand out from the crowd and how to select the perfect voice preview. But how do you get professional-sounding audio to create your voice clone in the first place? Well, I'm going to assume you all don't have a recording studio in your home like I do, so I'm going to give you 2 simple options for recording yourself. If you have a budget, the easiest option would be to rent studio time at a professional recording studio. Now, I know it wouldn't be cheap, but in my opinion, the simplicity and guaranteed quality makes it worth the investment. Even if you don't have a budget, though, fear not. I've got a couple of tips and tricks up my sleeve from my podcasting days on how to DIY a professional-sounding space. If you have a walk-in closet that's stuffed full of clothes, that's where you're going to want to record your audio. No walk-in closet? No problem. Find the softest space you have access to in your home. In other words, a carpeted bedroom could work, or a living room with lots of plush furniture and heavy drapes might work too. Here's the secret. The softer your surroundings, the more sound absorbent your space will be. In other words, don't try to record in a tiled kitchen or bathroom, as these spaces usually have the worst acoustics with way too many hard, reflective surfaces to bounce sound around in. If you don't have any carpeted rooms with plush furniture, you could make a temporary pillow fort out of pillows, heavy blankets, and couch cushions to record in. The more dead the sound, the better. You don't want to hear any kind of reverb or echo in your recordings. This is the most important tip I have to offer you. Make sure you find a soft space to record in, and even audio created on a smartphone can sound decent. Of course, a separate microphone would be higher quality if you have one to use or can afford to buy one, but if not, sound treating the space around you should be your top priority if you're on a budget. Here are a couple more quick tips to make sure your audio quality is the best that it can be. Make sure you turn everything off in your house that makes noise. Fans, air conditioners, heaters, and yes, even some light bulbs are known to make subtle buzzing sounds that can degrade your audio. And once you've gotten your space sound treated and your pro-level audio recorded, make sure you edit that audio. Again, the easiest way to do this would be to hire someone else to edit your audio for you. And you can even find plenty of budget-friendly editor options on a website like Fiverr or Upwork to help you out with this. With these things top of mind, you should be able to create high-quality audio to make your own professional voice clone on ElevenLabs. Now that you know how to record yourself like a pro, you're going to want to watch this video right here to learn all the deets on how to make your voice clone a reality on ElevenLabs. Happy voice cloning, my friends. Let me know how it goes.